Hello everybody, this is Yurigurl, and, well, you knew it was going to happen eventually. I'm gonna play a bullet heck shooter for score attack. Oh boy. Gonna check. Yeah, everything's right, hunky-dory. So, this is Hitogata Happa. This is a very different game from Toho. And with that, I'm going to say two things. One, I will most likely only go for one attempt. However, if I feel like it's gone short enough, I will do a second attempt. Two, for the sake of you guys, I'm going to play on beginner mode, because standard mode would probably kill most of you. And if there's actually some time left over, I'm going to show this off. And how dumb this is. But, yeah, for the sake of you guys that are challenging alongside this, I'm going to play on beginner. Mainly because this here is the tutorial stage. You have infinite lives. So, also I should... Hold on. Boop. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to pause that real quick, and I'm actually going to turn up the sound a bit. Because I turned it down prematurely to see if it would be... see a little bit, to make sure it's not too loud. But... there we go. So... Fun thing to point out about this. You press the shoot button, and you go slower. You tap it multiple times, and you go at normal speeds. It's something that happens in a lot of 2D shooters, and I've never understood the reasoning for it. So yeah, you have dolls, which are basically your ships in this instance. You shoot just like any normal 2D shooter, and you blow stuff up just like any normal 2D shooter. However, at least on my keyboard, it's X. If you press it, everything goes into slow motion, giving you more time to shoot stuff. That uses up your mana up there in the top. Now you see that we had, if you paid attention earlier, that we got a bomb notification, and you see that our flow chart is at maximum. Well, if we charge into the enemy, we explode, because we are the bomb ourselves. Doing that deals massive damage and would most likely kill normal enemies, and helps you take down bosses. In fact, it's literally the only way you can take out bosses. So, taking this guy out. As you see, we get gemstones after every single time we kill an enemy. You use those after stages so that you could buy more dolls. Because after the tutorial stage, you don't get infinite lives in easy mode. Watch out for this guy who swoops his arms from side to side, almost effectively killing you. Just charge into his arm. Just most likely just blow it right off. Watch out for this guy. Go over this way so his barrage of bullets don't hit you, but don't go too far because the arm will swing right back around once it's low enough health. Yeah, so if the enemy hits you itself, then, you know, it's donezo, you're done. However, if you just charge into it, if like the game senses that the game senses that your input was the last thing like registered before the enemy like collides with you, then you'll be perfectly fine, like nothing's considered. Also, I was thinking that it was when it had low health, but no, I'm thinking of normal mode where its arm swings around and tries to hit you. Easy mode, he just shoots twice and then just goes back to his thing. I might show off normal mode just for the sake of just going like, so this is the one that I'm saying you guys don't have to play. Also, that time up in the top. If I run the time out that far, then that means the boss takes away my ability to have other lives, regardless if I have other dolls in my array. And will basically just say, screw your extra lives, screw all of that, I'm going to send off a full frontal assault, and if it kills you, then it's game over. Again, regardless of how many lives or dolls that you had left over. It's kind of dumb. But at the same time, I get what they're going for. So, the more times you crash into the enemies, the better your score ends up being. The better your score ends up being, and you also get more gems at the end, or I should say more bonus gems. So, here we are at the doll making screen. By just a couple of leaves, but the majority that you want for the rest of the stages are Earl and Aseum. These two have homing as their main weapon. This one has Magic Missile, which just shoots out a barrage of missiles, and this one has Rallyman's Beam, which is just a giant arcing beam that just follows everything. If you also just want some extra firepower to just get through stages relatively fast, I'd recommend getting Clover. All these other people, I've tried out them a bit, and they're not what I would personally use in the long scheme of things. Especially this one. Pekko's melee only. In a bullet hex shooter. Just sounds like a recipe for disaster. So yeah, we go through this. Let's go with Clover to start off with. And we move on to our first stage. So here we are, we're shooting down a bunch of tanks. Why? Well, there is a story mode. Oh, there is a story mode. There is a story to all this, but I haven't shown it off yet. I should say I haven't like spent the time to actually read it. It's like, do people actually care about stories in Bullet Hex? I mean, Toho, yeah, there's some decent stories, but a lot of the time it's just Remy or Kurusa just going like, hey, stuff's happening. I'm gonna go see what stuff. I'm gonna see where stuff is. Or it could be as stupid as I don't think this is actually a plot point in Toho, but it reminded me of the Some Call Me Johnny thing, where he's trying to come up with reasons to why Dracula and the Belmonts have a big running out. It's like, oh, so Dracula just forgot to give the Belmonts back their lawnmower. And something like that. That's basically on the level of how silly the Toho stories get. Like, the main appeal to Toho is its gameplay, not really much of its story. But in the fighting games, though, they have pretty decent stories. Again, playing on easy mode because God forbid you guys ever played this on normal. I'm helping you guys out here. I guess I can also show off one of the people here. So Asim, yeah, she shoots missiles. No, not much else to say, really. So, this kind of drastic difference compared to other Toho games is why I consider this game a little bit more difficult than Toho. Because with Toho, you can just shoot, and then you, like, especially with how easy it is to just get, like, wider shots. Literally the only thing you would have to look at in Toho is your character. Like, if you just hold the fire button and then just try to dodge all the bullets, even if it takes a while, you will eventually just kill the boss. Or just literally just anything in your path. This game basically says, hey, get in front of the enemy and just blow them right up. Well, go on then, do it. So here's Earl with her gigantic beam that just, yeah, it's great. Oh god, I hate this. Leaf. You just roll it through. You can make sure that it goes to the one you want by pressing the C button. This game actually did get a PlayStation 3 port, so you can play on there if you want. This game also is on Steam, and if I'm right, it was part of the Shoot 'em Up sale, but I don't think that sale is going on anymore. If memory serves, the game's only like $5 on Steam, so you could do a lot worse if you just wanted a good shooter game to play. Oh, this one. If I could actually live long enough to show this off, which I'm clearly not going to, when its cannon is in that blue phase, all the shots that it just fired do like a metaton and just reverse. Like if I could show it off. Yeah, so like they all absorb back, and you have to somehow make your way through the things you just dodged backwards. Which, screw that. Also, I just noticed the boss is at its timer, and I'm pretty sure this run's just about to end. Because I kept dying, so I don't have enough to actually get. Well, my time extended a bit, but I would need to bomb it to get a really good score boost, time boost. Doing this, take him out, take out those things, takes out the enemy's shield, try to go slow, and then crash into it. Got him. So yeah, imagine how that's going to be in normal mode, where there's more bullets on screen and more that you have to dodge. So yeah, buy a couple more Earls and Asium. Got some clovers if you want. Leave. Just for the sake of the video, I will show off these three. And then buy more of the people I'm actually going to use. Well, let's start with this one. This is actually kind of interesting. Because you actually just switch to see... what would normally be your mana button is actually what you use to switch the direction of where these drill cannons are. So it's actually pretty interesting. It's actually a pretty interesting character. The thing is just like trying to hammer through everything, especially when things get more frantic. Not the best. That does not give the best results, I should say. Especially when it's like, oh no, I pressed the button way too fast, and now I literally can't shoot at anything because I'm shooting behind me and everything's in front of me. Well, don't I feel foolish? But yeah, I really enjoy this game. Like, it's really fun. It's also like pretty unique. Like, I don't think I've played a 2D shooter where your second main line of attacking is just to charge into the enemy and then have like a heroic sacrifice moment. These tentacles are pretty much just to get your flow up. I should point out though, you literally get your flow up just by shooting. So you don't have to actually hit the enemy to get your flow up. Just press the fire button if you're saying Z. You might change it, like, depending on what you're playing on. Oh god, this character's so good. It also, like, make it so that, like, I'm switching to, like, the characters I said I would show off. I also just, like... all this stuff's, like, dying behind me, but I'm not getting any of the, like, the points, so it kinda sucks. It's like, I want to be, like, here, but they're all coming from, like, the bottom of the screen. Which means, like, if I don't act fast enough, or, like, the bullet, or the missiles don't attack fast enough, I just die. Do. I'll go. And here we go. Oh, the phone's ringing. Hold on. Sorry about that. Goddamn telemarketers. I didn't expect to see it. Well, no big deal. Yes, no big deal, which is why you're stammering. Again, imagine if you had to do this on normal. Like, I'm currently, like, this run's currently gone for 16 minutes. Or I should say this recording's gone on for at least 16 minutes. If I go longer than this, I'm going to, like, show footage right here of what this boss looks like on normal. Yeah. Be very, very, very grateful that I was just a jerk and just said, you know what, yeah, everyone does it on normal. That way my score can't be beaten easily. Also, yeah, this is probably, like, look at this. This is sad. And this one, he's melee and a bullet X shooter also. So yeah, not the best. But considering it's a game based off of getting close as possible, I guess it could work out. But I don't know. So I'm just charging into stuff head on. Oh yeah, the fact that it's getting progressively closer and more cramped. Yeah, that's something a lot of 2D shooters like to do. I think Yurigurl does this in, like, the 4th stage, if memory serves correctly. Whereas it's like, let's make you as claustrophobic as possible with literally everything shooting at you. This is fun. Are you not having fun? I hate when, like, they just bring up a target, like, right there. Again, like, the enemy shield's on, so I wouldn't be doing that much damage to the main head to start with. Still. Pull him up. I hope the audio's not too quiet. It most likely is. I ran into that. I'm sorry. That was literally just my own stupidity right there. The enemy shield is shattered. And this is what I was just like, screw everything, shoot it as fast as possible! I think the run might end right here. Yep, I think the run might end. Yep! God damn it. Oh well. 17,324,950. That is your score to beat. I would like to see anybody try this. If you actually want to. Now, just to show off how dumb this game can get. From normal onwards, you start off with 10 lives instead of having infinite lives in the tutorial stage. And in impossible mode, those ships that were shooting off a few bullets. Yep. 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 I don't know how they expected anyone to play this, but so that was Hitogata Happa. It's on Steam, it's on PSN. Try it. Like, it's easy mode is a very good, like, entry point for anybody who wants to, like, get into 2D shooters. Like, even though I would say, like, normal and up, this game's way harder than Touhou, easy mode's actually pretty forgiving. Which is something that the later Touhou's try to do, but if you want to get into Touhou at, like, earlier points, then no, they're not that forgiving with you. But yeah, with that, I guess I'm done here. Thank you guys for watching, and don't try impossible mode unless you actually know what you're doing. See you guys next time.